Hey guys, this is the flag bearer, and I have to tell you that I've been having such a time. I started my bucket list, and like I said, I did a video. I don't know if it got up, whether I put it on YouTube or not, or that other thing, Facebook. Um, I set out on June 21st, 1995, with 3 pairs of socks, 3 T-shirts, 2 long pants, 3 pairs of socks, and a whole bunch of shoes because I wasn't sure what was going to work, working them out. And I had a pair of shoes from my son, my 91-year-old son, when I had what do you call it, power of attorney with him. And I am so grateful to have regained my integrity to whatever degree that I have it, and to have my word be my word, and be as genuine and as loving and as kind as I can allow myself to be and still be truthful. Sometimes I have found that it's important to stir the pot with someone, especially if you've shared that experience and you. My anger was from my fear. My fear was not of hurting not of hurting myself and getting in a fight and hurting myself, but hurting someone else. I just could never feel good about that. I known in my heart that even though I was fairly good at it, that it was just it was just the only way that I felt that I could defend myself. And I've been a screamer. I can't blame it on my mother and father, but they would get in arguments and they would say terrible, mean things to each other, but they wouldn't be physically violent, but they would be. And I could go on with the poor me's on that. That I'm not here to be doing that. I'm here to be saying that since I've given myself over to God as I understand Him, since that day after Elijah Wan Brown was murdered, and I started praying where he had been murdered and where he died, and one of my dearest friends' son was on that call, and I really felt that God had led me there because I was on the way to see Ken Griffey Jr. play baseball, and I knew that he wasn't going to last long because he was having these horrible uh, migraine headaches, and I was on the way to the game, and Channel 7 was doing a live broadcast, and the Lord said pulled over, and I weaved a little bit, but I was going to see Ken Griffey Jr. And the Lord said it again a second time, and my body took over and started turning around before my mind was. But I know that basically there is the spirit in me, which is eternal, and there's the body of mine, which is not. And as much as we love each other, we know that we will be together, forever. Because if I was to be able to pick out, a body, it would be, of course, to what realities and what the physics and all that stuff was wherever I am. But I always feel that I'll wake up and there I am, and I've been doing that for a long time, believing that for a long time. And I love you guys. I love my AA family. Oh, shenanigans. And I feel that's appropriate to say that was a slip. But I'm not going to take it out of this. Um, I've been living my life the way that I would live my life if this was the last day I had on earth. And giving that up and giving that to the Lord, I've just had, I think, a healing and a cleansing that continues to go on. And I hope and pray that as I am on my journey of forever, that I will be able to serve and love and have loving kindness and be able to stick with it no matter what. I have a daughter out there. I've never met her. I was having family challenges that was biblical to me when I got the uh, the stuff after I'd gotten married, and I was so convoluted that I wasn't drinking or drugging, but I wasn't going to meetings. I had gotten done with it and hadn't questioned it, until August of '95. So all these things have been going on, and I'm just so grateful that I had prayed for the most benevolent outcome possible. I had prayed to what had happened and my experience and my failures would serve other people who would be able to be far more successful. Um, and nobody, it's not like I have followers or anything like that, because uh, if you're following me, then you're just following someone uh, until you get your bearings. Because at some point, you're going to take a look at me and you're going to go, I can do better than this. And that's my hope for you. My greatest things have been when somebody that I have loved and touched and been a part of their life comes back and say, hey, thank you. Or something like that. Anything like that. Even if they were to be mean to me, I would be so thrilled that they remembered me. And I had too many head injuries, so please understand that I have no facial recognition, and it takes me, if I see somebody out of their place, so to speak, it's very hard for me to identify with them. When I do, it comes back and it's beautiful. And my goal is as I proceed, is that if I do come to a place that I need helping hand and stuff for a minute. Um, I want to be that happy person that when I go in there to do my business, he just makes me feel better about himself, about, do feel better about myself by feeling better about yourself, as weird as that is. And that's a program that I'm very proud to be a part of. So, look, I got to let you go because I should keep this down to about 5 minutes, and I'm working on that. Uh, yeah, but good luck. My name is Fred Pepper. I am just a flag bearer. I don't claim no, I got the thing on the country, that kind of flag bearer, or I, the guy that gets to bring it in the stadium for the Olympics or something like that. I'm not that kind of flag bearer. I'm like the one that does it anyway. And that when I touch that flag, I think of Lynn Scow, one of the most patriotic and wonderful people I've ever known. Uh, I think of Vern Fries. Uh, I think of Pete von Brackbauer. I think of Steve Beats. He is a King County police officer. I think of a lot of people, and I can go on and on with it. To around these days, I'd say, uh, Jim has been as great a friend, and it's not just me that he does that with. He does that with everyone, but he gives me the opportunity to give back with my loving. I love to make a yard look better. I've fought a lot of blackberries. My very first home, when I got back, I got it for a great rate because there was piles of garbage hidden by blackberry bushes over about an acre and a half that was 6 and 8 feet tall, and got it to be a beautiful grassy lawn, and was growing trees when I left there. So when you're going through hell, keep going. When you start working on yourself and how you treat other people, remember that when we have one finger pointing at somebody else, we have three fingers pointing back at ourselves. So, if we, and another term is if you spot it, you got it, and stuff like that. I wish you the most benevolent outcome possible, and I wish you the joy of love, surrender. I'm not a good one at giving up. I did not give up. I surrendered to my higher power. And I have to do it on an ongoing basis because I'm a recovering asshole. And sometimes I don't know, what state that is and whether it's good or bad. But I hit a point that I just got to do my best to say it, and if I'm wrong, prove it. But don't think that you're going to make me give up on this, because I believe that there's a proclamation out there from the UN to bring the world population down drastically. And it's been signed off on by 143 nations as far as I know. And I wonder how many of those have Federal Reserves and bank ofs. That's where the real bad guys live. Much love.